I wonder how many people will get here to join the evening here with us. So I've got
Good
Johnny Rowe
evening.
here.
Welcome.
You're welcome. So it's funny lighting. I don't know. And sorry for my shaking. And we have no audience. Look at that. Nobody's in the.
No one's watching. It's now's our chance to say whatever we want. We can say things and no one's watching, no one's paying attention. You know.
But you know what about Johnny Rowe that I really like
Oh dear.
is his ability to speak whatever he wants to speak, but in an accent.
I can do an accent.
Really
I
freaking
can do
amused.
I can do
by it.
accents. Yes, I can.
You know, maybe I gotta get better lighting. Maybe
The
that's
lighting is good
nicer.
facing this way. Yes.
That's much better. So I think we should just talk about something like, well, look who it is, Richard McCormick and BJ. We got a couple of people in the audience.
Oh, hello there, beautiful
Hey.
people out there in the dark. We had such a great day today.
Let's talk about what we did today.
We
So,
did regular business.
We did regular business, but you know, like I was saying earlier, I really like when Johnny Rowe speaks in accents. Like I like your Scottish accent.
The Scottish accent is easy because no one's going to accuse me of being a racist. So if I do the Chinese accent, or if I do the African accent, or any of these kinds of things, people get offended very quickly. But the Scottish accent you can do all day. Yeah,
Right. Well, let's do that. Let's talk to Scottish.
I like it. Let's go. The Scottish accent is the easiest one because we've all got some Scotch in our background. Yeah.
Oh,
You look
Scotch?
around.
You didn't
Oh, a Scotsman from way back. I'm a Highland man.
He offered me juice. I didn't get no Scotch. I didn't get any Scotch.
Listen,
He
I'm not
offered
here
me
to be
juice.
anti-Semitic, but listen, we're all out of juice here. No, it's orange juice.
Oh,
It's a
juice.
different
Oh,
pronunciation.
yeah,
You got to
okay,
understand the right emphasis on the different syllable. What?
Okay, it was juice. Juice. Oh, you know that's.
These are misunderstandings that cause ever so much. There's ever so delightful.
One time when I was serving and it was a buffet.
Oh.
And cupcakes. Love you. Cupcakes is talking, watching the show.
Oh, they're beautiful.
So I was serving, and there was this buffet, and it was at this Jewish community event.
Yes.
And so you know the line, you got the potatoes and you got the stuff, and they had the meat, and my job was to put the au jus
Oh, to
on
do a
the
little bit
meat.
on the meat. That's a great job.
And you know,
Do you have a spoon or a syringe or like what did
I
you
had
use?
a ladle.
A ladle even.
A ladle,
Oh,
put
that's
the
high
au
class.
jus
Very nice.
on the meat. On the
Ladling
roast
out
meat.
the au jus.
Au jus, and of course, you know, they're going by, oh, would you like some au jus? Would you like some jus? Would you like,
Yes.
it just went into,
And then it turns
Okay.
into oy vey, you want some
This
Jew.
you want some juice?
Yes, we've got a nice
and I just
brisket.
finally said, you know what, you want some gravy?
Y'all want
Because
some
I
gravy
can-
now?
yeah.
Come on down here.
So yeah, it
I
was
worked,
juice, it was juice he offered me, and it wasn't Scotch. You didn't give me any Scotch.
There's you want
Give me juice.
you want at least 10-year-old single malt only.
All right.
Okay. These people with their blended stuff, those people are Philistines.
Now,
We
is
don't
it
deal with that.
racist if you do your Indian accent? I pretty much like that.
Yes, there is. It's very, very racist, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, you can't do these things. I can't do them in public because, it's very bad. But yes, I'm a man of 1,000 accents. I can do every single accent
I love it.
on the planet.
Yeah.
And my favorite ones are the ones that are most different from me. So my favorite ones are like my Chinese.
That's
Japanese.
good.
Like I can do Chinese and I can do Japanese. They're different, you know.
Okay, let's hear
And-
Japanese.
No, I don't do it. I can't do it on the
Come on,
camera.
Japanese is okay.
Oh no, you can't do it.
Come on,
no,
because I have no
it's-
idea what it even sounds like. Japanese.
What is the difference between a Japanese accent and a Chinese accent?
I don't know.
It's in the depth. It's in the timbre. One is a basso and the other one is not. And yes, and the Chinese. It's always a caricature of these accents. They're not genuine. They're
Of course
caricatures.
not. We're goofing
And so
around. We're
the
playing.
Chinese accent is a lot
We're in
of
the
chop, chop,
theater
chop.
right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so, but it used to be these kinds of things. You could entertain people all day with this, and people would love it.
Oh, I like
But now if you do this, they'll
And
be
you're
like,
all
they're like,
racist and
you're
stuff.
racist,
Well,
you're
this is
culturally
what we
appropriate.
have to
Yes, it's
stop.
terrible. That's
We
it.
have to end that because we're losing our sense of humor. We're losing all our fun.
Ah, that's right then.
Oh, no, I don't
Oh,
like
say
that.
it loud, Lassie. You say it loud and say it
I
louder.
like
That's
that.
the way. Oh,
I
of
like
course it is.
fun, and if we can't have fun, I'm out. I'm out of the whole fucking game.
We're not here for a long
And
time.
this
We're here
is
for a good time.
like, I know, like the children are in bed, so we can actually,
I did a whole YouTube channel
I know.
where I did the whole thing in a Scottish accent.
I know, I really like that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So anyone who wants to go to Johnny Rowe's YouTube channel, don't do it because he doesn't want you there.
And there's no views. I never
There's no
shared them.
views.
I never promoted them.
No.
None of my videos have any views. I don't think any of them have more than 10 views
No.
apiece. And
Well,
there's
one of
about-
them is mine.
There's
But
about 100 hours
yeah.
worth.
so Johnny and I are here after a whole couple of days, but today on the hill.
Big day. We had a great day.
We're here in Ottawa, and we are fighting for our lives.
We're fighting for the future. We're fighting. We're struggling. We are winning, and we're gaining ground. We had a great day today of confronting people. We do regular business, and most everybody watching. Of course, anybody watching this probably already knows we do regular business on the street. And so today, Parliament is back this week, and we've been giving them the business as they walk in and out of the building. And it is, I have to say, it's some very satisfying work.
It is, and we have, Right Blend.
Yes.
And Chris Dacey of Dacey Media.
Yes.
And I.
Yes.
Confronted a few of those.
Yes.
Great to see you too, Mike. Well, I can't see you, but great to see your words pop up on the screen. There they are, right there.
Mm-hmm.
So we confronted a few of those. What do you call those guys? Those members of Parliament?
Criminals.
Oh, criminals.
That's right.
We got it. Criminals. Criminals. Yeah, we confronted a couple of those criminals. Man, the Stephen Guilbeault session, like that
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
We'll call them episodes.
They are episodes.
The episode of Chris and Right Blend confronting Stephen Guilbeault on the corner, who was protected by PPS. PPS offered them to walk them across the street so that they wouldn't be hurt or disrupted by regular Canadians asking them regular questions.
That's right.
And man, Right Blend, also known Smoothie and other names, I'm not sure, but anyway,
Jonathan,
I think he likes
yes.
Right Blend, so I'll just stick with
Right
that.
Blend is his.
He's just like
Yes.
a Gatling gun.
Yes.
He just asks
Withering
these
fire.
questions.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen that, please go on to, I think it's on Dacey's Facebook. Not
It's
really
on
sure.
both. It's on both. Yeah. So
But
check
I
out
do know
Daisy.
it's
Check
on
out.
Right Blend's
Yes.
X account, and
That's
I
right.
shared it on my X account. But it is definitely worth the watch.
Yes.
Put your Netflix down.
Yes. Put
Stop.
away the
Put that
fiction. Truth
gone.
is stranger
Yeah.
than fiction. It's way more
Yeah.
entertaining, and you're going to see some real people doing some extraordinary things. And
Stephen Guilbeault session. Hey Tracy, nice to see you. What do you got there? A little bunny? Oh, peace sign. Okay, cool. Well, Pierre just sent me a message, but I can't watch that until I talk to you guys.
First things first.
So
Pierre can
Stephen
get along.
Guilbeault episode was really good. So definitely watch that. And Canadians want to change. We want to change. We don't want your climate. What do you call it? Like your climate change fantasy.
Yes.
Something
yes.
like it was really good. I don't want to
He's
spoil
great.
it for
He's
you. But
just
it
the
was
best.
super
Those guys
good.
are the best. There's nobody in the business better
They
than
are
Chris
really
and Jonathan.
good.
They
And we
are
want,
the best there
if
is.
you do see that and you put a like on that and you share that
Share it out.
because we need millions of views.
We do.
Because we're going to get Canada back in a very
Yes.
peaceful and lawful way.
Oh yes, we're going to peacefully, respectfully,
Lawfully and we're
Sorry, I couldn't
doing
resist.
it.
I couldn't resist. But no, we are.
And nothing to do with that sword that's on the table. No, that's ceremonial.
That's ceremonial
Yeah.
sword only. And
So
it's
we
just,
are going to take our Canada back because we love our country and we don't want these criminals
That's
taking this country and destroying the lives
right.
on it.
That's right.
So we must. So please, if you ever see anything that you like and it's part of the freedom movement or whatever you want to call it, put a like on it, share it out, and not just because that's the way you do it. No, we have to show numbers. Numbers are important.
The pressure that we put on the
Manipulation. Okay.
climate manipulation. That's right. It's lies and corruption, and we are going to put a stop to the lies and the corruption. And the way we do this is by using what we have. There's a lot of things in the movement that we don't have. We don't have money. We don't have infrastructure. We don't have organization. We don't have that stuff. But what we do have.
Yeah, what do we have? That's the part
I'll tell you what we have.
I'm on this edge of my seat.
We have the super large numbers. We have the vast majority of Canadians. 8 out of 10 Canadians are with us wholeheartedly. We have, everyone is on our side. Everyone agrees with us. No one wants corruption. No one wants lies. No one wants the consequences of lies and corruption, which is what we're all seeing right in front of our faces every day. Yes? And every single Canadian in the whole country, all 40 million of them, well, the 30 million of them that are, age majority, the adults of the country see this all day, every day. Okay? And they all agree that it's not what we want. And so that's the difference, right? We don't need money. We don't need infrastructure. We don't need charismatic leaders. What we have is the vast, vast, vast silent majority that is slowly becoming quite vocal. And so we're putting a voice to that silent majority. And when those millions upon millions upon millions of people have a chance to act, they're not coming for a convoy. That's not how it's going to work. They're going to vote. They're going to get involved before they vote so that they can make sure that they're voting for the right person. And so this is the next stage. And that's how we're all going to work together. And we are going to, number one, topple the current government. Number two, we're going to...
In a lawful way.
In a lawful way. We're going to collapse the coalition, and we're going to have a non-confidence vote, and we're going to have a call for an election. Then we're going to get on the job of getting honest Canadians elected. And we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 6 and 10 and 20, and the next thing you know, we're going to have 100, 150, and we are going to be the government. Yes? We will never receive the justice that we require from the government by asking them for it. We will only receive it by becoming the government ourselves and creating it. And so that's what we're going to do. And we've been at it for 2.5 years, and we are this close to finishing off the first part and getting on to the second part. We're at the end of the beginning.
I'm kind of thinking, when you have somebody steps up and they say, I want to be a nominee and I want to be a candidate.
Yeah.
So you have to go through this nomination process.
Yes.
Now I'm kind of thinking, maybe this nomination process starts with, okay, I want to be a nominee. I have to come and speak to Johnny Rowe, and he says yes or no. She's ethical, she's honest.
That's exactly
and
how
then
we're
I
gonna
go
do it.
this step and this step, and,
That's right.
and the last step I have to come back and say, okay, Johnny, did I make it through all the steps? And he gives the final word.
We are going to become those people. So the way it works is that in party politics, they have an executive committee, they have nominating committees, and people get elected and assigned and appointed to those committees, and they do that through a democratic process within the party. And so all we have to do is exercise those opportunities with our great numbers. And so the country is going to go into hell in a handbasket primarily because of non-participation. There's a tiny minority, a third of the population that participate, right? And so if we can get 10% of the people who have never voted before to vote, then we have a landslide majority. Do you understand? And so, and we have that. We have, in the next election, we are going to have more first-time voters than have ever voted before. That's going to be the highest number by an order of magnitude or two than what has ever happened before. And so that's what we have. We have the power of numbers. We have the power of the overwhelming majority of people who agree with us that we have got to change our ways and clean house and get rid of the corruption. And so this is all going to happen. It's not actually all that difficult. The problem is having the staying power to go through the process. It takes patience. It takes determination. It takes longer than any of us have, right? We're in an existential crisis where the suffering in front of us is really resulting in death and destruction, we don't have a moment to spare.
Right, and if they push this vote of non-confidence, which they're going to do, they're going to push, and it may just happen. It may happen, and we could have an election before the October date
That's
of
right.
2025.
That's
we may
exactly
have
right.
that.
That's exactly right.
And we have to be ready.
We
you
are.
know, Cupcakes, I don't know if you're still on there, but you know, I've thought about this before, but I think it'd be great to have, now, our friend Cupcakes in there. I'll tell you who it
Yes.
is later.
Okay,
'cause
that's
it's,
good.
You know, she's
Everybody
in
gets a
Canada.
special name. That's good.
Yeah, you know, my name's something.
Oh, I know your special names. That's
Yeah,
good. Don't you worry.
we have special names, and they're not all cute and everything. Cupcakes. Okay, yeah, she's in the house. I'll say, I thought of this earlier, and you've reminded me again. But what if we just had you know, T-shirts that say "vote," and we all start wearing them. Vote.
Well, I
vote.
think that we're going to have to
And
move
we're
into that
walking down
world.
the street,
Yes.
and you say, "Oh, vote."
Yes.
And you see my shirt, and it says
Yes.
"vote." And
Yes.
there's tons of us out there with these T-shirts
Yes.
that say "vote."
Yes.
In great big letters, vote.
And I think
I'm
that
not
that's-
telling you who to vote for.
Well, we're
Well,
going to do
we
that.
might.
No, we will.
But we'll at
And
least
we're
say,
going to, this is
you
part
gotta
of it.
start thinking about voting.
That's right.
That's what
And,
I'm thinking. What do you think?
You know, when we
Okay.
find some honest people
Thinking about
and get them nominated, then yes, we're all going to get behind it. And we're going to
Yeah.
find out how much political power we actually have. It's huge.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's this time next year, we're going to be celebrating our victories.
okay.
We will. Listen, we're not going to be the majority government next year in the next election, but we are going to have a number of real, trustworthy, honest Canadians that are going to be elected, first-time politicians, people who came out of the movement, and these people are going to be elected, and we are going to build on that until we are in charge of the whole thing. It's the only way. It's the only way to deal with the level of corruption that our country has. We've got corruption to the bone, okay? Top to bottom, attic to the basement, okay? And to avoid the teardown, right, we're going to have to do some serious renovations. And so getting rid of these dishonest people is a giant job, right? Getting enough power to be able to do that is a giant job. But then once we've got it, then the job is even harder.
Yeah.
And so we've got to prepare ourselves for the long haul, and we're going to make it. And I know we don't have time to waste, and I know that people are suffering and dying
We don't
as
have
we go.
time to waste, do we?
No.
What does this say? Good evening, Lynn, Johnny, chat. Okay, Johnny and chat. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Welcome.
I don't understand that. But Johnny and I are just, you know, kind of going over the days and the couple of days events and where we stand in this
Debriefing.
and what's our moves and, you know, whatever. We're just chatting. And I thought, you know, we've talked about this a little bit, you know, kind of, that, you know, we're going to do some shows. Not just you and me, but maybe, you know, like Chris.
I might do some shows, yes, of course.
Do some shows.
People
And I
like
thought, you know
shows,
what?
of course.
What's better than the present moment?
Why not do a show right now?
Hey, Johnny got surprised.
I was not prepared for the show, but I am
No.
prepared for the show.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would like to say to all of the people out there watching, I would like to say thank you so much for all of the work that you've done. We have come a long ways, and we're winning, and we're getting there. And keep the faith. We're gonna get there. We're winning, and we're strong, and we're committed. We're determined, and we are all working together very well. And our successes may be small and sometimes hard to see, but they are stacking up. And everybody is doing a great job. I know the struggle that everyone has been through. The last 2 years, the amount of work, the effort, the sacrifice, the pain that everyone has been through, that everybody's been putting into trying to change the future. I've seen you. I've seen you. And I am deeply grateful to you. And I am so proud to stand with you and to work with you. And all of you people all the way across the country, we're all together. And you know, there's a Wellington Street in every town in this country. And every single town in this country has a group of people that are working as hard as they possibly can. And I know all of you. and I see you working, and I'm deeply, deeply grateful, and we're all together. And if I haven't seen you yet, or don't see you all the time because you're across the country, we're all going to get to the top of the mountain together, and we're this close to getting to the end of the beginning. And the hardest parts are over, right? The hard part really was the beginning, and we're now way stronger than we ever were. And we have momentum, and most of all, we are all together. They kept us fighting for decades in isolation. The French and the English and the Christians and the Muslims and the East and the West, always isolating us so that we had to fight alone. And through this whole process, we have found that, we don't have to fight alone because we're all fighting for the same thing. It's all our society, yes? And so I will tell you the real truth, and that is that there are more of us than there are of them. Can you dig it?
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. All right, we're going to end this show. And you guys come back to the next show because it's going to be fun.
Oh, there'll be more shows. Yeah, good job. Good job.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you.
And we will see you in the next show. We'll see you on the hill. We'll see you. Yeah, we'll see
Bright and
you.
early, we'll be there 8 o'clock
That's the
tomorrow
thing.
morning.
We'll see you on the hill. Okay, bye. Freedom, everybody.
Peace.
Love you all. Bye.